Hello, welcome to my channel, it's Heather. As you can see, I'm not in my regular car. Ohio's having another heat wave where it's like 80,000 degrees and my car has no AC and I can't film in there. So I asked my sister, hey, can I use your car? She said, yeah, so here I am. Let's get started on this video. Today I'm going to look through the Am I the Asshole subreddit on Reddit, of course, and something about me, I love Reddit. It used to be open Instagram, open Twitter, TikTok. Now it's literally like open Reddit, like instantly. The Am I the Asshole subreddit, I haven't looked too much in that one specifically because I want to see it for the first time, so I asked my cousin to send me a couple and she sent me them and I'm excited. So let's go through these. The reason it's funny to me is because I feel like usually it's like, am I the asshole? Like my boyfriend, he was in his room and I walked in without knocking and he was dry-f***ing this girl and I know I should have respected his privacy, but am I the asshole to be hurt over this? It's like, wait. Usually I feel like that's the case, right? Like, just like innocent people asking like, am I the asshole for this? And it's like, well, no, your partner just hates you. So I'm gonna go through and discuss them and give advice and answer them. Let's go through them. Yay. Am I the asshole? Number 1. Am I the asshole for flirting / entertaining guys? I ended a 5-year relationship. We were engaged, about 5 months ago. I won't write a novel on the reasons, but it wasn't going well and I decided to pack my things and move home. During the last 5 months, there was communication between my ex and I. He was heavily working on some things to improve himself and I wanted to improve on some things in case we were able to come back together at some point. The convos reached a point where he felt like he couldn't really see a way forward because I had moved, the distance, time, etc. Point being, there was a lot of negativity on his end and I wasn't exactly sure we were going to make things work again. I'm confused. During that time, I've definitely allowed some flirting from other guys. Frankly, the lack of intimacy in my relationship left me with pretty low self-esteem and the attention felt nice. I felt that regardless of what work we were doing, there was no guarantee we'd be together and frankly, I moved as if I was single. He claims he was not moving that way. Anyway, fast forward to a few weeks ago. My ex came around seriously, made some heavy changes it seemed. We are going to officially try to give things a second try. He was telling me he was going to move down to be with me. Damn. Gave me back my ring, etc. Turns out he went through my phone twice since we've been speaking and got upset that I had entertained anyone during those 5 months. I should mention I never was physical or went on any dates or anything and I was very forward with anyone I met that I was coming out of an engagement and not interested in pursuing anything. Just got lunch and had drinks, but nothing came of it, and I had established firm boundaries / cut things off with anyone who had flirted, etc. before I began trying to give my ex another shot. I'm so confused. Are you single? At this point, I'm confused. In the end, we couldn't get past the issue unless I told him the specific day I had hung out with one person in particular. I refused based on the principle that we technically were not together. He asked for the ring back, told me to remove his family and friends off socials, and I've reached out, then blocked him, reached out, blocked him, etc. and acted a little desperate here and there in the end because I'm so beyond devastated that this isn't going to be, and maybe a little embarrassed that I tried again. Somehow I'm feeling like I fucked up and I'm the asshole, wishing I would have just never entertained anyone because I really did love my ex. There were just serious issues he definitely needed to work on because he wasn't treating me respectfully. I'm super hurt and just want to know if I really messed this up for myself, which is how he's made me feel. This actually breeds a good question. It's actually like, this is a good one to start off with because I don't understand, unless I read that wrong, you guys broke up, right? Let me read this. I ended a 5-year relationship about 5 months ago. During the last 5 months, we started to speak again. But he got mad because in those months before, you were talking to other people. What does that mean? Maybe I'm not, let me try and be empathetic. You were single and he was mad that when you were single, you were talking to other people. That's not how it works in my opinion. Are you the asshole for talking to men when you're single? No. That kind of like, okay, who's ever watching Summer I Turned Pretty right now? I don't want to get hate at all. I'm just saying, like, this is giving me the same vibe as like we were on a break. But they weren't on a break. So she said, you broke up with him. And then for 5 months you were single and you talked to some guys and got lunch with some of them. Why would that? If there was a conversation saying we were on a break, let's not do anything with anyone else, blah, 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 like all this stuff, if there was communication in that way, then maybe you're fucked up because you went against your word. You're single, talk to people. I don't believe the whole we were on a break thing. I'm just gonna be like, really? I'm gonna take a risk right now and see if I get hate. Ross and Rachel, Jeremiah and Belly, sorry. If you're on a break, okay, here's where I stand. If you're on a break, I believe, and I would act in the way that I am single because we were on a break. Let's say a man did that to me. Would I get back with him? Probably not. If I broke up with my boyfriend and he, in the times we were broken up, went out with other girls, I would only be like, ew, you clearly didn't like me that much and move on. That doesn't make him bad. He was single. If you're single, your ex-partner or anyone you're talking to, that they have no say at all in what you're doing. What you were doing could have hurt him, but that's not your fault. You're not the asshole. You're clear. If you are single, you don't owe anyone anything. That's why I love being single so much. But also, like if you're in a relationship, you owe that person communication, respect, loyalty. But if you're not in the relationship, you don't owe them anything. You're not the asshole. Next. Okay. Also, Jeremiah, I don't like him anymore. I used to like him. I don't like him anymore. And Ross, don't like him either. I'm just saying, if you're on a break, no, it doesn't even exist. Like, I hate to, like, were they on a break? That doesn't exist in a relationship. If you broke up, that's what that is. If you're on a break, you broke up, unless you have conversation of, let's not talk to anyone. Unless those, like, boundaries are established, you can do whatever you want. But also, maybe say you're on a break and see how he acts and get his true intentions. You know what I mean? Like, clearly Jeremiah is fucked. Not in a person way, but just obviously if I was Belly, I'd be like, I don't want you anymore. The fuck twice. Okay. Fuck you. Let's do number 2. Ooh, this is a good one. Okay, am I the asshole for breaking up with my boyfriend over porn? I, 21 female, have a boyfriend, 21 male. We shall call him Bart. I don't want to call him Bart. I hate when people give bad fake names. Okay. We've been together for about a year. I have been known to check his phone, but he offered it up with no hesitation to ease me. I'm super insecure and have had terrible issues with cheaters in my past. Pretty much almost every person I've been with has cheated on me, so he was actually very understanding. After a week or two of on and off checking Bart's phone, I get curious. And I wasn't digging for what I found, but indeed did find it. Let me preface by saying I'm not in any way, shape, or form trying to kink shame. I hate when people give dumb ass clarifications. Duh! Okay. I myself am into some pretty crazy shit, but this honestly kind of made me sick to my stomach. Ooh, now I'm scared. Because something I will do is kink shame, right? Okay, here we go. Anyways, I find hentai on his phone. Which I'm like, okay, not bad. I mean, it's a little weird. I see some tentacles and anime characters from shows you watch, which is a little weird. Okay, it's not even that bad, right? I literally found him searching necrophilia hentai and death porn. So rightfully so, after finding this information, I'm like freaked the fuck out. Wait, what is necrophilia? Sorry, give me a sec. Oh, damn! I will kink shame dead bodies. I'm kink shaming. Like, I am doing this. Okay. Rightfully so, after finding this information out, I'm freaked the fuck out. Not only because of that, but he was searching Velma Death Hentai, which means nothing to you folks, but in October, I cosplay as Velma for Halloween, and still occasionally do so for, like, sexy photos. Made it hit home even more. Damn. This man has never shown any aggression or anything towards me. I'd never think that he would hurt me. Granted, that's how it starts. I totally could be naive and looking past it because of the existing feelings and being blind. I'm also aware that fantasies are fantasies, but this is a little intense. Damn, I don't like this at all. Yes, I did confront Bart about the matter, which led to an argument because he just couldn't understand why I was so upset. My argument was that I was unable to provide almost any or all of anything that happened in anything he likes to watch. His argument back to that was that what he watches is cartoons, and that he can't give me what I watch either. I am into and whatnot, and he's not particularly into that. There is just so much more to unpack and much more that happened. I just need to know if I should call the cops and run, basically help me please. So first I'll break up with him, because if you're questioning the cops, break up with him. Are you the asshole? What does that mean, are you the asshole? No. What? Am I the asshole? My boyfriend watches death porn, am I the asshole? What? Like, what do you mean? Like, I knew this shit was gonna be like this, bro. Like, you're not the asshole, and if you are, I hope you're a single asshole, because this shit's not right. Okay. You're not the asshole, no. I mean, yours is more, like, regular, like, whatever, like, that's your own thing, but, like, cartoon death? No. Would I be the asshole if I told this girl's husband she cheated when they were dating? No. Okay, let's read it. I, 35 male, had a friends with benefits type situation with this girl I knew from the local bars around town. Let's call her Haley, 32-ish. She was hot, but she liked me a lot more than I liked her, and I told her I wasn't interested in dating her, but we hooked up a few times. She got a boyfriend a few months later, Dean. One night after they'd been dating a few months, I ran into Haley at a bar we both frequented, and Dean wasn't there. She ended up coming back to my place, and she gave me a shitty drunken bullshit. What? We never talked again, and she would avoid me if we ran into each other. She stopped coming to the usual bars we went to not long after that. Fast forward to now, I saw her pop up as suggested friend on Facebook, and she's married to Dean, and they have a few kids. I was shocked because I figured she would have broken up with him after she cheated with me, but I guess not. Wait, what? I got to thinking she probably never told him she cheated on him, which is kind of fucked up, and so he's living a lie and married to a cheater and doesn't even know it. I'm sad right now, but would I be the asshole if I messaged Dean and told him Haley cheated when they were dating? Okay, I don't want to be a hypocrite, so I'm gonna think if a girl said this, because a boy's doing it really pissing me off, so I'm like, okay, so you cheated, whatever, it doesn't matter, because you don't owe this man anything. I'm gonna go off that. That's my true opinion on it. I also just believe in saying the truth, so I'm gonna say you would not be the asshole, but you're a little slimy. Like, you're not the asshole, but like, that's kind of fucked up. If you're telling on someone for cheating, you're not the asshole. I think it's fucked because you were the one she cheated on with, but no. I think some people say it's not your place to say things like that, or it's none of your business. If you know someone cheated and you didn't say something, I think that would make you the asshole. in my opinion. So no, you're not, but stay away from me and everyone I know. Thanks. All right, next. Am I the asshole for getting back at my boyfriend's emotional cheating with physical cheating? Damn. Okay. My boyfriend and I have been together for 3 years now. Recently, I have never caught anything suspicious in his phone because we have a long history of me catching nasty things in his phone, and now he said he's changed. Okay, already bumpy. Okay, let's keep going. He's already made up to me a lot of times by being open, showering me with love and gifts, and giving me complete access to his phone and laptop. The only problem is the trauma he has given me over the past years still haunt me and make me anxious every time I remember them, which causes us to fight over nothing. He has been patient with me for being an overthinker since, but sometimes if I would be really triggered and remind him of things he did, he would ask me if he still deserves that now that he has made it up to me. He asks when will I stop throwing his faults in his face. I also don't want to be toxic like that, but I can't help but be hurt and scared every time I remember. Damn. Just to give you a background, in our early years, 2021, I caught him multiple times that he saved pictures or screen recordings of thirst traps of Instagram women in bikinis. Okay. Also caught him reacting hearts to his Facebook friends' bikini photos. Ew, I don't want these people to come near me right now. Oh my god, it's like a bunch of little kids. This is my biggest nightmare. Nothing but love to those boys, but they pulled up on me and I got really scared, so I am going to do this here. Alright, do I look ugly? Yep. Okay. He sent friend requests to girls even if we were already together. I found it completely disrespectful. Even though I talked to him about it, it would repeat again. It was a repeated cycle. The worst one happened in 2022, and this is the last one, because I broke up with him, and he begged me to stay and give him a chance, so he hasn't done anything stupid since. Damn! I don't like this already. Okay. The worst one was when I caught him subscribed to the OnlyFans of his Facebook friend, who wasn't even an influencer, just a regular girl he knows from college, which made it even worse and hurt me the most. I broke up with him even when he didn't want us to break up. I made out with a coworker just to get back at him. He still doesn't know about this, and I felt disgusted with myself. Wait. I broke up with him even when he didn't want us to break up. And I made out with a coworker. Then we got back together because I love him. Oh, and that's a good reasoning, right? And then of course we got back together because I love him. Okay, wait. Okay, whatever. Oh, different video. Of course you're gonna love him, right? You're still gonna love him. But don't get back with him. Fast forward to now, 2024. We are still boyfriend and girlfriend. We live together now in a foreign country, Canada. And I left my life in my country just to build a life with him. I love him. I never caught him doing anything like that since. He has been constantly reassuring and loving, but it haunts me and still triggers me. I have questions in my mind that what if he has only upped his game of hiding things, and what if I made a mistake of taking him back? Am I the worst one here for making out with a coworker? You're asking dumb questions. I always say there's no dumb questions, that's a dumb question. Okay. I still feel guilty up to now because I know he would never physically cheat on me. Aw, it's so sweet of him. And he's just like the best. I'm like, of course he loves to go back together with him. And he's not being mean. Oh my god. I still feel guilty up to now because I know he would never physically cheat on me, but I was so, probably because he can't also. He would never physically cheat, yeah, because no girl is getting with him. Okay, here we go. But I was so hurt with him repeatedly making me insecure, that's why I got back at him at an intense level like that. I'm still contemplating whether I should admit to doing that or just forget it and continue with our life together. I know some people would say physical cheating is worse, but considering our intentions, I only did it to get even, but I didn't genuinely want it. But what he did to me were things he intended for me not to know, which was more hurtful and real in a sense. Okay. This has been my stance on this for a long time. If someone cheats first, you're free to do it also. And I don't want to be, like, if I'm, like, being a hypocrite from something I've said in the past, like, call me out and I'll, like, tell you what I mean. But, like, if someone cheats on you, which you shouldn't, whatever, I'm not gonna be like you shouldn't know, whatever, but you shouldn't have gotten back with this man. He had, like, multiple offenses, too. Reacting to photos on Facebook, on Insta, sending random girls friend requests, subscribing to someone's OnlyFans. It's like, okay, so maybe this isn't the dream man. You're living with him in Canada right now, you left life for him, okay. You're not the asshole for that. I just think you're a little bit dumb. No, I don't even think you're dumb. I just think you need to know. I think you need to do what you know is the best thing to do, and that's break up with him. And just, why'd you go to Canada? Like, why'd you go to Canada with him? Okay. You're not the asshole, but you don't want to be with a man who is going to make you want to do that to him. That's my answer, you know? He's never physically cheated on me. Let me see him. Let me see what he looks like. Probably because no girl wants to get with him. That's why he's stuck to heart reacting to Facebook posts. And then also subscribing to OnlyFans. You can do whatever. No, you're not the asshole. I think you're an asshole because you're a cheater. So I'm just gonna a blanket statement right there. But then knowing everything I know, I think you also played a part in his karma, so that's okay. I wouldn't lose sleep over it, you're fine. Okay, let's do another one. Let's do one more. Okay, this one I think might be a little bit of a sticky situation. I'm gonna try not to get mad. But let's see. Am I the asshole if I, 29 female, wear clothes my boyfriend, 30 male, of 2.5 years has made him feel uncomfortable? I'm gonna like speak in terms, not Reddit terms, okay? Am I the asshole if I wear clothes that make my boyfriend uncomfortable? I'm gonna read this and like get your point of view. No, you're not the asshole. Okay, let's do this. My boyfriend doesn't like when I wear certain clothes. We have known each other for about 4 years since then. My style has not changed. This issue didn't come up until about 6 months ago. It completely blindsided me. I don't consider my clothes to be revealing in any sense of the word. I want to give examples of the clothes he doesn't like and why, so that I can paint a clear picture and get the most accurate advice I so desperately need. Oh, this is all so triggering. Here we go. He doesn't like when I wear short skirts. He claims they are too short and he can see everything when I'm walking up or down stairs. All of my short skirts cover my ass and have built-in bike shorts. He doesn't like when I wear tops that show cleavage, which to me seems like a stretch considering I'm fairly flat-chested and I don't wear push-up bras. I only have 2 tops that show cleavage, which are singlets that I would not consider low-cut at all. He says he doesn't like my tits on display, that he and others can see everything when I'm wearing a skirt going up or down stairs. He says these things I wear make him feel uncomfortable and weird. Okay. Let's keep going. Without giving away too much information on myself or him, I work as a nightclub host and my main job is to greet people coming into the venue and to build rapport with regulars. It is very normal for a lot of these regulars to give a greeting hug, guys and girls. They are always the ones to initiate and I follow with a one-armed hug. Of course he doesn't mind when it's a girl. He says he doesn't like when guys get close to me and what I allow them to do, meaning a hug or an arm touch as they leave, which rarely happens, and I often flinch as a reflex as I'm pretty awkward and not a physical touch kind of person. Of course, if someone was to try something inappropriate, I would speak up, which I have done in the past, but he doesn't believe I always would. When I receive compliments from guys and girls, I always just say a quick thank you. If it's a gross comment from a guy, I will usually ignore it. I've told my boyfriend many times that I cannot control what people say or do. I can only control my own response and actions. He says he doesn't like certain clothes I wear because people can get close and touch me. Yeah, I'm sure he doesn't like the clothes you wear because he's like looking out for you. Because he's like such an angel and you're only getting back together with him because you love him, right? Okay, so he has said things like it's his problem that he needs to deal with and that it's his own insecurities. Oh, love this! I've asked what clothes of mine he does like and he can't answer. Oh. I ask if he would like me to stop wearing certain clothes and which ones exactly. He can't answer and just says, do what you want / wear what you want. But if I wear a skirt or a top that shows evidence that I have boobs, although very small, we have another argument. He says it's his boundary. That he doesn't like how people get to act around me and hug me. He says the clothes add to it and makes him feel weird. I am unsure if what I wear or greeting hugs can be a boundary. I would have thought this would have been brought up before we got together if he had a problem with it then, which he never seemed to have. In fact, he used to compliment my outfits all the time. I haven't worn my skirts in a long time because it was never worth the argument, and to be honest, I don't feel confident enough to wear them anymore. I told him I won't be controlled with what I choose to put on my body. I remind him my style has not changed and it doesn't reflect how I feel towards him. I dress for myself. Now he's saying he's never controlled me and he's never outright said, don't wear this, don't wear that. He's saying I'm accusing him of being controlling because he's never told me what not to wear and that he was simply stating how he felt about my clothing and how it made him feel. I am so confused. I asked what outcome he wanted after having so many arguments about what I wear, and he said he never wanted an outcome, it was just his opinion. Personally, I think this is controlling and quite honestly manipulative. He is right when he says he hasn't outright said not to wear something, but he has said what he doesn't like and what makes him uncomfortable. The way I see it, the only way to stop these arguments from happening is for me to stop wearing certain pieces of clothing without him having to ask me to. But where does it stop? I feel like I'm going crazy. I want to be able to communicate and find a healthy resolution for the both of us. Any advice is so greatly appreciated. Even if I'm in the wrong, please let me know. I love people like that. She said, even if I'm in the wrong, please let me know. How could you be in the wrong? This man is one of my worst nightmares. His boundary is what you wear. That doesn't make sense. I never told you what you can and can't wear, but he starts an argument every time you do wear something he doesn't like. No, if he doesn't like it, he can break up with you. I can't do this. First off, you're not the asshole. I think if a man has any say of what a woman wears, no woman should be dating that man, in my opinion. Do you think for one damn second, if you were to say something to him about his clothing, he would change it? No, because why? Because there's no societal ideas of inappropriate clothes for men. Why? Because women aren't the ones hurting men, right? Okay, so, but this is my advice for him, because you don't need advice. Yeah, break up with him, that's my advice, of course, always, but my advice for him is to just be around her when she's wearing stuff like that. If you're afraid someone's gonna hurt her, maybe start hitting the gym, maybe start like being strong, like so you can protect her, right? And don't open your mouth about her clothes one more time. Like, I'm actually so pissed. Like, in my opinion, this is like me being like, this is how my toxic brain works, or just, no, not my toxic brain, just my brain. Someone probably said something to him. In my opinion, someone probably was like, you let your girlfriend dress like that? or they said an inappropriate comment about you, and instead of him being like, fuck you, you're done, get out of my life, I don't like how you're talking about my girlfriend that way, he internalized it and was like, why do I let my girlfriend dress like that? What do you mean? Let. What do you mean let? Okay, you're not the asshole. Stop dating men who talk about your clothes, other than saying, hey, do you want me to buy you more clothes, right? Whatever. But like, there's no, okay, and also this is a blanket statement as well. You can't be disrespecting your boyfriend by wearing clothes. I see that a lot as well. Like, girls think like if they show cleavage, it's disrespecting their boyfriend. What do you mean? It's so scary. Wait a minute. Okay. Because then that's like saying like your boyfriend is in charge of your body, which just gives 1800s, which just gives misogynistic, which just gives gross. Don't. And any man who even thinks about even mentioning an outfit, rather than him protecting you if someone does do something fucked up with you, but something he doesn't understand is that people who do something fucked up with you regardless of what you're wearing. Obviously, duh. You're not the asshole. He is. And break up with him. Okay, I'm gonna stop this here and I'm gonna do a part 2 maybe next week or something, because this was so fucking fun. I love this. If there's any other subreddits I should react to or something, like, okay. I love rich cards. Like, they just like greet you like that. Like, I love it. Okay, I'm gonna end it here. Thank you for watching. I loved doing this video so much. It was so fun. I love going off of something. Like, I love when someone like gives me a piece of content, media, and then I can like digest it and talk about it. I love it. Thank you again to my cousin for going through these and sending them to me. They were awesome. They were awful, but they were awesome. If you're gonna write a Reddit post about your boyfriend, just break up with him instead, but post them so I can see them and talk about them. Okay. Thank you for watching. I love you. I'll see you later. Bye.